This is Imogen, you're one of the doctors on board.
I am. Hello.
How is it today?
Yeah, no, it's been good today. Lots of people around having a look at the aircraft. They all seem very interested.
And your job?
And my job is one of the doctors on the air ambulance, which I'm doing for the next year.
And how are you enjoying it?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's challenging, but I think that's what I wanted when I joined up, so that's good.
What's people generally saying to you?
What, today?
Yeah.
How small it is inside. No one can believe how small the aircraft is inside, actually. But when we explain that the stretcher goes in and along, then they seem to get how we can fit everybody together. But they can't believe that we actually managed to get lots of patients in there, or a patient in there.
This is Phil, because it's actually written on there. Your job title, Phil?
I'm the clinical manager and the lead aircrew paramedic for the Essex and Herts HEMS unit.
2 jobs?
2 jobs.
The work of 2 men?
The work of 2 men, at least.
So what do you actually do then?
Well, I look after all the clinical aspects of our operation. I have to make sure that the doctors and paramedics are properly equipped and properly trained. We look after reviewing cases and ensuring that operation is a very safe and effective way of treating critically ill patients.
So you fly every day on the heli?
I don't fly every day. I fly from time to time. I come and supervise training paramedics, and from time to time I'll operate as the aircrew paramedic as well.
So how important is it to have doctors and paramedics on board?
Well, we think it's very important. A doctor-paramedic team, they're specially trained, they're full-time, so this is essentially what they do. And we can deliver advanced medical treatment. We bring the hospital to the patient rather than making the patient wait till they get to hospital. So we can give advanced medical care straight away, within minutes of the accident.
So how important is it to keep this heli in the air?
It's absolutely essential. Trauma care is developing in England and in the east of England. There'll be specialist trauma centres with a longer distance between them, and we can go to people, start treating the injuries straight away, and then take people directly to a specialist trauma centre.
So obviously you can get about a lot quicker in this heli than you can on the road?
Absolutely. For instance, today we've flown from Dunton to here in about 18 or 19 minutes. So I guess by road on the motorbike it's about an hour, more than an hour. So when you've got long distances between trauma centres and where the patient has had their accident, that sort of speed really counts. We can bring them to specialist surgeons and doctors and take them to hospitals where they can treat people straight away as soon as we come in the door.
How's today been for you?
It's been fantastic. It's really humbling to see how many people have turned up to support us. This charity won't survive and can't go on doing what it does without people coming along and supporting these events. So it's just massively important. I'm just amazed at how well supported it is, particularly by the motorcyclists. And all the people who've come down for the festival as well. It's been really awesome.
Cheers, Phil.
No problem.
Hi there, this is Nick. You're one of the pilots for the Essex and Herts air ambulance.
Yep.
Can you tell me something about the heli?
Yeah, sure. What would you like to know? Reaction time is about 2 to 3 minutes normally. We can start it quicker if you need to. But from the call to getting airborne is usually about 2 to 3 minutes. Then we go at about 120 knots, which is maybe 130 miles an hour. And we can go up for a couple of hours. Most of the jobs are shorter range than that, so they're usually quite close in.
What sort of conditions can you go out in?
It tends to be good weather because, of course, you need to be able to see the ground. You've got to be able to land at the incident. But we can go quite low, down to 300 feet under certain circumstances and in pretty poor weather. But we don't fly at night because you can't do this job at night. You've got to be able to see where you're landing.
I did notice this doesn't actually have a tail rotor.
It doesn't, no, but it has an equivalent. We push air out of the back on one way or the other, which serves the same purpose, but it does it in a different way. And so if we can land in an area where a tail rotor might get jammed in a hedge, for example, and we don't have to worry about that. It's a different way of doing it. It works exactly the same in effect.
And how hard is it to actually fly one of these?
Very. It takes a long time to learn, And it's once you get to know how to do it, it's not the flying of the aircraft that's the problem. That's like riding a bike. The operation of the aircraft is the difficult bit, learning where all the airspace is and coping with bad weather.